Nithyanandam, with auspicious grace and blessings of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, I welcome you to this video. Let us start with the powerful Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I will chant it 3 times. You're welcome to chant with me. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyanandam. In this video, I'm going to talk about the NIthyananda Gurukul. But first, I want to talk to you about one of the key components of the Western education system. By Western education system, pretty much the education system all around the world. An education system that thrives under the pressure, the competition of rote memorization, whether it's a times table, to organic chemistry, to calculus, to reading comprehension, to language, to learning languages. Everything is forced into a child, into a youth, through the technique of memorization. And unfortunately, most of the time, it's not done with a kind of supportive environment. It is done through pressure and competition, where the child who doesn't memorize perfectly, is scarred for life. And I'm not being overly dramatic. We all know, if you just look in, the effect of memorizing, whether it's something so simple as a times table or division, or something like the countries or capitals in the world, or when you went to advanced math or chemistry, all of these things, and they're all coming to me too, we had to memorize. And if you can memorize, you could be valedictorian. But if you couldn't, you'd be last in the class and you would feel like crap. And this is the model, this is a system that most of us grew up in and carry with us even when we graduate from these so-called schools. We think that memorization is a skill, and maybe not everyone can do it, but if you can, that's great. And when we have to maybe present at a board meeting, or for some company meeting, or just simply talk amongst your peers, we freeze not because we're idiots, but because of the fear and the stress that the memorization-based teaching caused us growing up. And unfortunately, it's very hard to undo something that is ingrained, put into you day after day, year after year. Of course you're going to freeze up. Of course you're going to your mind is going to go blank. Because you're gripped with fear every time you have to recall something. But instead of wallowing in this misery, let us see a way out. That way out is the NIthyananda Gurukul, where memorization is not the science, is not the key to understanding or learning. It is internalization. Comprehending, internalizing, having context, whatever it is you're learning. Then with that, you carry that with you and you apply it. That is the system of the Gurukul, the Nithyananda Gurukul. Memorization is looked down upon. Use your third eye. Why do you need to memorize something if you can just see it through your third eye? That is a powerful space that the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul hold and are encouraged to hold. And it's not just in name, it's in form and substance, where they actually deliver the results. They do well on their exams. They do beyond well on their exams. They teach their parents. They excel. They are leaders. They run departments. They encourage, they support the other students in the Gurukul. This is all a reality. It is just because of understanding the human being, understanding how the mind works, which only comes from the Vedic teachings. Unfortunately, the Nithyananda Gurukul has Swamiji to guide, to provide the right teachings, right ambience. So memorization is not the way to success. Competition is not the way to success. But understanding, internalizing, cognizing with powerful cognitions in the right supportive, enlightened ecosystem, actually learning with joy and learning beyond whatever limitations we think or others think. So that is just one more benefit of the Nithyananda Gurukul, which if you really look at your own life, it is a huge benefit and asset. Anyone who's able to learn without the pressures of memorization, without the destructive pressures of memorization, which can really make someone go crazy, make them dip in fear and sadness and all the negative emotions, just because of how they were taught to learn. So if you want something else for your child, then please consider the Nithyananda Gurukul, where you can see these beautiful ways of learning are a way of life, and these horrible ways of learning and getting ahead of life are not a way of life and not even considered. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please send me a message, and hopefully one day meet